Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clockmaster. I'm here with my wife,
Shannon, aka Cosmic Finks.
Welcome to MVH, and we are here to check out the wheel. Time.
Episode 6? 6? Is it 6? I think it's...
Yeah, it's episode 6.
Yeah.
Is it 6?
I think it's 6, yeah.
Is it 6? Where's my phone at? Okay, if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining our channel. I hope you will enjoy this reaction. And if you are curious to hear our thoughts on the previous episodes, how crazy we are, you can go ahead and check out our previous reactions to the previous episodes. And as you can see by the title of the video and the thumbnail, we are non-book readers. So I'm going to please ask for no spoilers in the comments, but I have to give her a shout out really quickly here because she said I can shout her out. Yeah, shout out to Kate. Read more, y'all. Okay, on Twitter, read more, y'all. Yeah. She has volunteered to do the mod the comments from y'all, because
some of y'all still be spoiling.
I'll be doing too much.
Yeah.
So I know she's mentioned she helped out Everyday Negroes, so we are in good hands.
Yes.
So yeah, so we're gonna just try to avoid spoilers, please. But we're enjoying this, and we're getting closer to the end of the season.
So sad.
So sad. But for you Wheel of Time fans, don't worry. We are planning to do more Wheel of Time content in the future outside of the show. We have a couple of video ideas planned already. Release schedule is probably going to be maybe, as of right now, at least once a month on YouTube, because we are doing other things on YouTube as well. We do other things on this channel, of course. It's not a Wheel of Time only channel, but because it's going to be so long in between the seasons, we figure we can just get something to do something for you guys, because you guys are awesome. You guys are supporting the channel, and you know, you're very supportive of us checking out the Wheel of Time and getting into the fandom and everything like that. So we want to do something for you guys, and for our Patreon folks who did join us on Patreon, they're going to be getting a treat. They are going to be getting at least 2 videos. And the video that gets on YouTube is going to be coming out earlier on Patreon. So Patreon's going to see it earlier. They're going to see next month's video earlier, so on and so forth. So all that stuff. So just join the Patreon if you want to continue to support the channel and all that. And obviously there's chapters in this video if you want to skip certain parts. But there will be an extensive discussion towards the end of the video, as usual. And
usually at least an hour.
Usually at least an hour minimum.
Yeah.
I take notes for these episodes, so you know, you're going to be seeing me looking down quite a couple times just to jot down the notes. And also, again, as I mentioned, Patreon before, our full reaction to this episode and the previous episodes is on our Patreon. So
as well as all the other stuff we do on both of the channels that we have.
Yes. So we do mainly a lot of horror movie reactions on Chan's channel, and she does her own personal reactions and things she's planning to do on that channel as well, Cosmic Binks. So check that one out as well. This intro is always just like talking and plugs. Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of talking and plug section, but yeah, we're not gonna spend this time recapping the last episode. We did that last episode, but I'm excited to see what's gonna happen this episode.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
juicy.
It's getting juicy. It's getting real juicy. And you guys said that a lot of you book fans are saying that. Also, did you know that they called they call the book like the people who are like the grumpy ones in the books? You saw what they call them? No. They call them book cloaks. I've seen that term thrown around quite a few times. Yeah, they call them book cloaks.
That's very funny.
So yeah, so I think that's great. But from the book cloaks, yeah, man, we got a couple of things spoiled, sadly, because of book cloaks. And we got another thing spoiled for this potential episode too as well, you know, which I won't really get into right now, but we got a potential thing spoiled. So I'm just gonna that's pretty much it. Yeah, for this intro, unless you have anything else you want to add.
I'm just excited to watch, see where it's going, you know, see more of, you know, Perrin and Avienda. No.
Hey, I gotta watch the last video to see our thoughts on Perrin and Avienda, which we love, by the way.
Yes.
We rewatched the previous episode the day before filming this.
Yeah.
Right now, so you know we have a fresh memory on the last episode, but yeah, y'all been saying the last episode was as close to the books as possible, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Because I'm really liking that stuff, man.
Same.
Like I said, we have a lot of cool things planned for the channel for Wheel of Time. Some of y'all mentioned like the extra content to react to and all that, and like from Amazon. And so we have a lot of things planned, but we'll save more of that for
later on.
Down the line. Later. So yeah, that's it. Think that's it. Think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's all for the that's all for the plugs. All for the intro.
The reaction.
That's all for the plugs. That's all for the plugs and the intro. Let's just get into it. We'll talk about it later as we normally do. Let's get into it now. Golly. Getting dragged by your neck is not fun though.
Yeah.
Dang. You can't hurt them.
You cannot hurt me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Said your first lesson.
The
Ouch.
second lesson. The A-down cannot be removed.
Hear all the screams in the back?
Yeah.
Hold me.
I think she should just tell her.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Like a pet.
Yeah, literally like a pet.
Gosh.
Literally treating them like a pet.
All I know is that Wayne about to come out here level the freak up.
Yep. Once she finds a way to get them. None of this is ideal, okay?
No.
None of this. Yeah, this is a test. Don't even try.
Oh.
Ouch, man.
Oh.
Oh my God. At this point, Egwene, don't try anything. You have to observe.
Well, she's desperate.
No, but at this point, though, the third time.
Well, he thought it was because of her, not because of that specifically.
Well, now she knows. Because by the third time you get swiveled up by that thing, you should know to leave it alone, bro. I don't know. It's tough to be in that situation, but I save my thoughts on that towards the end. Because if you got to survive, you have to be observant. And now we got to deal with this crap.
Back to the dominatrix.
Are you going to scream and beg for your life? Try to seduce me?
Dominatrix.
I knew this moment was coming. What makes you think you can't trust me?
Hello? Are you stupid?
Friends, Ram.
I mean,
this is my dream, so I mean.
Egwene, there is a little loose in there. But if you...
Watch it, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I have one condition.
What is it? Kill Moiraine. The stress emanating from her right now.
The stress emanating from me.
Right.
And Matt's just living it.
Now I can see why you
for
wanted
now.
to come here.
For now.
Where you going?
So I'm waiting for Matt to step up, bruh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I feel like Ishamel feels that he has him. But I think Matt is going to have enough inner strength to use the dark for his own means.
Mm-hmm.
It might happen. I don't know.
I can hear you two bickering from the fruit market.
They've gone for now.
No, I feel like they're trustworthy.
He tends to lecture. You can have a reasonable conversation with them about why two young women have run away from the White Tower.
Well, not say they ran away.
Mm-hmm.
But that means
The Black Aja.
Black Aja.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of our sisters are in grave danger.
Yep.
Yeah. If she's willing to break the oaths to do half of this, the first one's free.
Sharma said he'd freed you, but
Tell me, why do you work for... He's holding you back.
Uh-oh.
And forced to marry before she bled.
See? I knew it. I called it. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's cruel. Damn. Bro, just so.
You swore your oaths.
Just killed him like that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Cavalli. Sing.
Could not be me.
Gardener.
Nah, you gotta put me in dirt, bro. We not doing this.
Sing.
Oh, damn. These are like the strength and the power of the builders.
And survive that place. It's her.
Yeah. Egwene just needs to use her brain now and just play the game.
Yeah.
As bad and as tough and as hard as it is, she's got to play the game at this point.
Yeah.
She has
no
to.
other way for her.
That's not the game. That's not the game. Jesus.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that easy. You can't hurt her.
No.
That's not the game, though.
Not with someone as skilled as her either.
You can't hurt her. Yep.
Yeah. Not even looking, not doing nothing.
It could probably sense intent.
Now,
All I know is her braids going clean.
Right.
Yeah, cornrows going hard, bro. Yeah, it senses intent. So that's kind of bad.
until you can accomplish this simple task, you must.
It's literally, all I can say so far is that it's literally designed to force you to submit mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have hatred in your heart, it's going to hurt you. So it's literally...
I mean, not as is.
Nah, man, I got to explain this later.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I disagree with what you're saying right now.
No, because from what I'm seeing a lot of kind of obvious right now, but...
And I promise you, I'll take away your curse.
There's always one last thing.
Of course.
There's always one last thing. Oh yeah, let's return back to land.
Here's as good a place to.
The things they did, our Aes Sedai would never even consider.
What you're willing to do changes, depending on what we are faced with.
Are they trying to suspect him of being a dark friend?
I don't know. Maybe.
They're looking at him sus.
He had that note. So it is a little sus.
I fought the Dark One. Move aside.
That proves nothing, unfortunately.
It doesn't.
You will tell us the truth, Alan Mandragoran. We will kill you where you stand if you don't.
We found the dragon reborn.
Oh shoot! Here we go. Oh God!
Whew. Finally coming out.
Yep.
Wait, what happened?
Dream one of Rand's visions.
Oh.
Again, maybe? Because
Yeah.
maybe he had one in the inn. Oh, he's seen what happened to everyone.
And eventually kill everyone they love.
Is she, dear? If he doesn't want you to be here, then you shouldn't be.
Oh.
She really trying to build that rapport with him.
Yeah, this could be part. This could be. Yeah, this could be part of the act.
Yeah.
Anyone.
She knows how to mess him up, bro.
I mean, it's crazy. This is what's happening.
Egwene?
Damn.
It's the dream world.
She's not going to believe it, though.
I think she's dreaming.
Yeah, she might think she's dreaming.
I think she is dreaming. She's seeing this in her dream.
Yeah, but he's in her dream.
Yeah.
What happened to you? No.
Jealous much?
What happened to her?
And
Damn.
this sucks.
I know.
Pull yourself together.
I'm losing it.
Y'all, I'm sorry if you're hearing noises outside. I do apologize. People doing construction right next door.
Yeah.
And she's a Damani too, obviously.
Yeah.
She can't speak, or at least symbolically cannot speak.
Girls,
Yeah.
I've just spoken
Don't
to a
quite know
ship's
how that
captain here I
works.
trust. We have to work out how to open this.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's the trick.
Yeah. It's getting juicy, man.
Man, this is getting deep, and it's about to be only 2 more episodes left.
No.
Something has happened to me. Something I should have told you a long time ago.
Oh, is she writing to Juan?
Yeah, I've been stilled. She can't even write those words.
Yeah.
The bread.
You can leave it there.
He's just excited to see his aunt.
Yeah.
Moore, I'm sorry for intruding.
Oh. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, he's just trying to see his aunt.
Yeah. I can see he has a lot of love for her.
Yeah.
Sister, I
I'm
haven't
gonna ear
slept.
chewed off.
Sometimes I wonder how we all fell for it. You got none of what made him good, Moiraine. None of it. You are mother, through and through.
Damn. She can't tell her why because I said I cannot lie. So if you can't lie, just keep your mouth silent.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, they saying good.
Uh-oh.
I mean, she makes it back. I know this because of the trailer.
She talks to Rand and
Yeah.
you know,
We don't know. Was that a dream?
could have been, but I doubt it. We can't just kill her. It shouldn't be that easy to kill her.
Oh, she's ready. Oh, shoot. She's ready. It's just a lot of them? Yeah.
Okay.
Lan. It's Moiraine.
There it is.
Everything's unraveling.
Yeah.
Making a difference is me.
Hmm.
Yeah?
He's making a point. If you can teach the dragon, you thought you were the dragon, so you were prepared.
Embrace this
Exactly.
force. Power you take it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't take too much. You could burn yourself out.
Yes.
Let go, boy. It's too much.
Oh.
Crap.
This time we are going
Yeah, there he
for
is.
all fours. Yeah, it's hard 8, right? So if you don't
Yeah, he hears his voice.
right there in the middle of the table. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh,
Come on,
God,
yeah,
this
come on,
reunion.
please. Right, that is.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
It's very bittersweet.
I know, it's bittersweet because that's his boy.
Yeah.
He thought he would never see Eddie from one of his friends again. Both of them. Both of these two are isolated on different planes.
Nothing but time. All right. Now this first round is on you, given that you bollock stopped my roll.
It's bittersweet because I'm happy to see them together.
Yeah, but the vision.
The vision is what concerns me.
When a woman is these people intend to bring the whole world under their empress's control.
There's an Empress they mentioned, so Taraka's not even the main guy.
Two were killed, along with their warders.
Yeah, this thing ain't no joke, bro. You can't try to take it off, it's gonna hurt.
Can't just persist through it. Oh, her eyes are bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
No woman can have power with the collar on her neck.
Mm.
Oh, Egwene.
Mm-hmm. Egwene might cave in. She might cave in though a little bit.
Yeah.
Because all she ever wanted to do was be appreciated for her power.
Yeah.
And she's getting a small sense of appreciation in a weird way here.
Yeah. Talking about how much power
She has, etc. What is that? What is happening here?
Feels better when we are complete, doesn't it?
Mm.
Look to the tree. Now turn that steam into fire.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's how it's. Pour yourself some water. You deserve it.
Gonna hurt herself again. It's not gonna work this time if you try to hurt her.
Yep.
You look disappointed that she's trying to hurt for a friend. Yeah, she doesn't want to be. I feel like she doesn't want to have to be cruel to her, you know.
She wants her to just give in.
Yeah, but she might be under some pressure too.
Yeah, it's possible.
My friend. And I've never had one of those before.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I get it. Everyone's just seeing her as daughter heir.
What? It's me when you say things like that.
I left.
You're not gonna believe it.
Yeah.
I left them behind. But if I don't go, what happens to it then?
Yeah, having Egwene is also part of a trap.
We go. There's one thing I've got to do first. An hour.
I'm waiting for Matt's
I will
thing,
be
but
there.
I'm telling you, Matt is a lot more powerful than we think he is. That's just my thoughts right now.
Yeah.
My feeling is that Matt is about to pop off at some point.
I mean, the fact that Jean-Mel has been saying he's been mine since he was born.
Yeah, I think he also said that to say he was easy to manipulate ever since the day he came into this earth.
Yeah, but there's more to it than that.
I feel like there definitely is more. She's gonna try to tell him that he can't go with him.
My mate.
Yeah,
Who I've been telling you about.
hoping.
He's here.
No. Before we met.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a revelation.
I genuinely thought you were my friend.
I am. Emily's seat is here, in Kairin.
Damn.
With 40 Aes Sedai, and she's demanded an audience with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
14 Aes Sedai.
And of course,
Yeah.
freaking Leandrin's here.
Oh, Leandrin should not be freaking here. God, man. Freaking.
Last time the
Varen-
Amelie seat called 14 sisters to meet with her in Kyrian.
Varen needs to speak up.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this Amelie.
Gosh.
How do they even tell? They're all the way in farm. How are they going to tell the Amelin seat about Leandrin?
Can't. Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
I can't let you leave.
Oh, my God. Yo, this is getting crazy.
Oh, gosh. It had to at this point.
Yeah.
Got 2 more episodes after this.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Can Nynaeve actually do it on her own now? But that's been her biggest thing. She can't do it. She's afraid to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. She has too much power.
I'm sorry,
It's all right. What did you feel?
it needs to be healed.
Can I trust you, Wisdom? To take my ring to the flame?
You can't do this.
Can I trust you, Nynaeve? Sister.
She hitting her with the sister.
Yeah.
I mean, she was technically an official accepted.
Not a sister yet, though.
I know, but she got her ring without a she got her ring without her Aja, so she was on her way.
Yeah.
She's more of a sister than the novice.
Oh, of course.
Oh my god, poor Egwene. You know, dehydrate.
Stop seeing it as a weapon.
Pour the water, Egwene.
Oh. So we're gonna go out without a bang.
Yeah.
So we're not going out without a bang, man. Yo, look at this. The two of them got a thing. They straight like. Ooh.
Pour the water.
Carried it with him. Dang.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
Oh. Damn.
Do it.
I can't.
No.
Don't let them take. Do it. Do it.
Oh.
Dang. Oh.
My cup.
That's.
Pour the water. It's the size of your world.
Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god!
Oh shoot.
Oh no!
This is so sad. It's so sad.
It will never be a weapon. You can never hurt me.
Damn. She got her.
Good girl.
There might be some more water there.
No, it's not even about that.
No, it's not about that. Yeah, there's the water. And she's thirsty. This freaking sucks.
God, man, I hate this.
And I was a sitter of the blue azure.
Oh my god. Holy. Oh my god, bro. My mind is going insane right now. I can't even think. Hold on, man. First of all, I need to turn the AC on for a little bit because it's a little steamy in here. Let me go check on the freaking people. Guys, we do apologize once again, please. Just bad timing, poor timing.
We're filming this a little later in the day than we normally do.
Yeah, we're filming this a lot later. So there's a dude outside, neighbor outside doing some construction.
Yeah.
And he's using a nail gun and it is picking up in the mic. So if you do hear it, there's really no way for us to get it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cut out as much of it as I can, but it's.
I mean, in the post discussion too, that's a lot.
Well, obviously I can the post discussion when we're talking.
Yeah.
But, you know, as much as I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to cut it out.
So we just let you know right now, we do apologize for the noise.
Yeah.
Any background noise you do hear, it's literally a loud nail gun. Can't do much about it.
Yeah.
Unless we wait a whole hour for him to finish whatever he's doing, and we just don't have that time right now. Yeah. And if you do hear the AC on, it's because it's really hot in here.
It's very humid.
Yeah, it's very humid in here. So we do apologize for all the background noises that you may be hearing audio-wise. What an episode to unpack. I can't even...
It made my head hurt.
Wow, bro. This episode was something crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot happening.
Yeah.
Got 2 more episodes, so everything's, you know, really starting to unfold now.
This is why I take notes.
Yeah.
So much insert your choice of explicit word here is happening.
Yeah. It shows we didn't see Perrin this episode.
Yeah.
I think the last episode was very Perrin heavy though, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay because they got a lot of ground to cover. So they gotta get back to Rand, they gotta get back to Matt.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's fine.
The Amelin see Lan, because we didn't see Lan for like a whole episode and a half.
Yeah.
So they gotta cover all the ground.
Yeah.
So all right, let's just start from the beginning of our notes. So at this episode, we didn't get an introduction to her now. We got an introduction to her last episode, but Rana.
Yes.
It's her name.
Yes.
I have a lot of thoughts concerning Rana and Egwene. So I'm gonna couple in some of the things I wrote earlier and some of the things I wrote later into this section right now.
All encompassing that situation.
So we now have some drops. We have the Sultan or the Suldam. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's the Suldam. As they call them? Suldam. I think it's Suldam.
I think so.
I don't want to Google it because I don't want to spoil myself. But Suldam and the Domane. I wrote it down 2 ways. Domane and Damane. So I don't know.
I'm not quite sure. We don't have subtitles on for this.
Yeah, we didn't have subtitles on for this episode. So it's either Domane or Damane. I wrote it down. So we know that there's a relationship now. So we're starting to build the structure of how the Shanshan operate.
Yeah. Basically like an Aes Sedai and the Warder, but in a different kind of scenario. Meaning, I say that meaning there's like a head and like another person.
I guess. But warders are not like servants or slaves, though.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying in like there's one main person, and then there's like another person.
Now, what I don't know, and I don't want anyone to answer this question, I do believe that. So we don't know if the Suldam can channel. I don't know if they can.
I don't know, because with Rana, she was only able to hurt Egwene with the wrist thing.
I don't even think that is how she's even able to control it. I think.
No, I'm not saying with the collar itself. I'm talking about she's only able to like do whatever to Egwene
with that thing on.
Yeah, like 'cause she punched her, but if she could channel, it would make me think that she
punched her.
Yeah, she punched her.
Who punched her? Egwene?
Or Rana.
Oh, I think you said Egwene punched her. I'm like, she didn't punch her.
Rana punched her.
Yeah, Rana punched her. She hit her. Should have hit her.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they can channel.
Yeah.
I don't remember if they showed that in the last episode.
I don't think they can.
I think there was only the Damane.
Damane. I think they control the Damane. That's just what it is.
They're keepers.
their
lack of a better word.
keepers. Yeah, like their keepers or
they're the ones that kind of break them.
Or dog walkers.
Yeah.
Essentially, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, they like break them to make them obedient.
Yeah, so I was gonna get to that now. So I wrote down that Egwene, and okay, so before I get to that, I want to talk about Rana too. She seems like she has well, everybody here has a story. Everybody was broken here at one point or the other, including the High Lady Sarath was also broken at some point. This is a culture of harshness. This is a culture of pain and physical torment, mental torment. This is not a happy culture. Everybody
you have to be broken to be able to live
a happy life. Because I even feel like the High Lady Sarath had some upbringing where she had to be trained to be this harsh person. Yeah. And when she got to position of power, she can indulge on the happy things in life, I guess. Like you saw her, she's in a room with a bunch of these people.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
They also look like they're also like of same rank. Yeah. So, or similar rank.
Similar, at least, yeah.
Or closer in rank, or maybe nobles, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I can't really speak. So maybe their culture is actually fine, but their military is
very
strict, and their warring culture is built on some really serious stuff. Mm-hmm. And maybe the civilians don't have to, and the nobles don't have to worry about all that extra stuff that happens behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. But either way, the culture seems like a really harsh, hard, and strict one with a lot of things. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying that to say Rana seems like, I honestly really feel deep down, bro, that she doesn't like to have to harm the Domani. I feel deep down
she's just like doing it out of necessity.
Yes, and because she even said in the beginning that like the others didn't want to believe me, but I believe in forming a relationship or a friendship with the Domani. Whereas the other Suldam don't believe that that's a necessary thing.
Yeah, it's just break them
and you obey me.
Yeah,
no questions asked.
Basically, all of them were like losing like their names.
They were losing their names.
They couldn't even talk.
Can't even talk back.
Yeah, and I assumed I forgot her name, the one next to her.
The sitter of the Blue Aja, the leader.
Yeah, but her, I believe Rana's like has claim over her too, because she's able to speak.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe remember, they're not out in the field yet, so maybe she's still going through her training process.
Well, I also say that though because she still remembers her name. She's still able to say her name.
Did she say her name? Mm-hmm. She just said, "I'm a sitter of the Night's Watch. I'm a sitter of the Blue Aja." She just said, "I was a sitter of the Blue Aja." She never said her name.
But if she was one of the others, she wouldn't be saying any of that.
No, we don't know that.
She would be saying, "I'm a Domani."
She was saying that.
Then why would she be saying I was a Blue Aja?
She was. That's not who she is now. Because she was saying,
I'm just theorizing.
Well, I'm just saying we got some information already.
I'm just from my context clues. And like I said, I'm not saying it's right. We go over this every time.
But it was already said though. Like they already kind of told us, like, because when she was between the wall, she asked what her name was, and she didn't tell her, right? So that already answers your question about it. And she constantly was saying, "Oh, a Domani cannot use a weapon, something that they perceive as a weapon," or whatever the right words are. So she was clearly just reciting things like she was brainwashed. Yeah. And then when she came to speak to her, she said, "Don't cry. Like you've lasted longer than me, and I was a sitter of the Blue Aja." Mm-hmm. So she's one showing signs that they already broke her down already, and they're still breaking her down. But it doesn't mean that they are unable to recall moments from their past life. They may not be allowed to identify that way anymore, or to claim anything to it anymore. But we don't know how long she's been there. And then just based off of the context clues, as you're saying, Raya was her name.
Rana.
No, not Rana. Rima, the yellow Aja, was saying in this episode, which we'll get to later, she was talking about that a blue Aja. So we saw a blue ring there, so we know that it's most likely hers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's hers.
I mean,
so,
she said one of them got taken. That was the blue that got taken. The other ones were killed.
Other ones were killed, yeah.
Yeah.
So we know that this was more recently.
Yeah.
Whereas some of the other Domani have been there. Some of them, either been there longer or taken at a young age. And we also saw them going. This actually goes back to the where we first saw the Shan for the first time, where the little TikTok girl was going when the TikTok girl was going in and picking all, because she seems like she can sense those who can channel. They can sense they say the collar, I think, allows them to sense the slightest channel or something like that. So she's able to know who can channel based on very little things. So she was picking up all these girls to make them Domani.
Yeah.
So we see that they can be taken at varying ages, at varied stages, from really super young, maybe even babies even. So babies might be easier to think.
Well, I think you have to be like a certain age where you can start channeling, or it presents itself.
Maybe, yeah.
Because otherwise, like,
you're just raising a child.
Yeah.
True. That's a fair point. So maybe as young as you're able to channel, or as young as you're able to walk on your own, maybe.
Yeah.
So we saw that. So maybe as time goes on, maybe they'll start to forget less and less of their previous life, and more brainwashing has time to sink in. And then the Stockholm syndrome comes in, and then there's this other stuff that just starts to creep up, where they have now this unbelievable fealty to people that they would have never done, 2 years ago or 6 months ago. So I'm just saying that to say the sitter looked like she's still fresh there, and she's still able to recall moments, but she's like knee deep in. Not Egwene is like foot deep in. She's like knee, maybe waist deep in.
Yeah.
In the process. Yeah. So that's kind of why I'm saying that, concerning her name and everything, but we don't even know. She probably took away her name.
The only point I was trying to make is that I think Rana is also.
I don't think so, because they seem okay. I don't know anything about the book, so you could be right. But based on what I'm seeing, it just looks like if they each have their own person they're in charge of. Because TikTok girl had her own girl that was with her.
For all we know, Rana could just be the trainer. She could just be out in the streets, like, breaking people.
Nah, I don't know about all that, because she was saying that how she made she said a very specific thing in the episode when Egwene started to channel into the tree and everything, and she was all excited. And she's like, do you see how it feels when we let each other in, or like we're something, whatever she said, basically hinting that if we're bonded together in a way, which is where your comparison with the water comes in, if we're bonded together in some way, we can be more powerful together. So it seems like this is a direct connection that they have with a very specific Damani. It feels like, one person's in charge. And then going back to Rana, it looks like if when, because we're jumping all over the place, but the conversation's getting there. When Rana was trying to get her, she was so excited, because we've now seen at this point that, unless it's part of their manipulation tactics to do this, we've now seen at this point that Rana wanted to just tell Egwene to just give in. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to keep hitting you, until she let her know very clearly at the beginning, give me your name. Or else I'm going to have to keep on beating you. Yeah. And she clearly made it very clear with her body language and her speech patterns, and she acted very well. Her body language, she was able to just be like, look, I don't actually want to hurt you here, but if you don't give me a choice, then I will. Yeah. And Egwene, she said, what's your name? Like, give me your name. And then that's how, it went on from there. And then several points throughout the episode, we still see her try to peacefully negotiate with Egwene.
Yeah.
In ways, because I feel like the other Sultan would have went straight to beating.
Yeah, she was only being like harmful when needed. And even trying to, kind of like just give in. Just don't don't fight me on this. Like,
yeah.
I don't
Just 'cause of his
want to
thing.
have to hurt you. Yeah, I don't want to have to hurt you.
Yeah.
However, if you don't give me a choice, then, you know, I'm going to have to do what I got to do.
Yeah, exactly. And so she's been trying to, like, you know, thing. And then the key moment for me was when Egwene started to channel was her excitement. Her face, like, lit up like a child on Christmas Day.
I had a theory about that. Speaking with the idea that they can't channel.
Yeah.
Is, you know, because she had the thing on.
Yeah.
I think that and the collar connects them so they can feel the same thing.
Yeah, it's exactly what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm saying I don't think she has other Domani.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very special, weird bond that they have.
But I also think that there is something within that. Because every time she leaves her thing. So what if she goes in the next room over, puts on another one, has the connection with that one?
I mean, I'll entertain the theory for my own self.
You know, like it's like a physical like connection.
I'll entertain the theory. You could be right. It could be multiple people have the ability to interact with them with that,
you know,
with that bracelet. It could be that.
You know, one Dumane might be stronger than the other. And I might have like a better, you know, chance to do this kind of thing with this Dumane. And I might have a better chance to do this with this Dumane.
So you could be right. I'm still leaning kind of more towards my theory, but I won't shut you down because you could be right on that. Because I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have no way to really.
I'm theorizing.
Yeah, and you, like I said, you could be right. You could be right. I'll entertain the idea for sure. Like it could be that for sure. It really could be that.
Yeah, we don't really know much about it, so I mean, it could really be anything.
It could be one of those two things, but either way, what we can agree on, is that the bracelet connects the person that has it on with the person that has the collar. At least we can agree fully on that part of it. But either way, though, I still feel this is because I'm using the other clues that were hinted in the episode to kind of lean more towards my theory, because I feel like if she was operating other people, she wouldn't be the way she is with Egwene. Because isn't other people coming into?
But why would she say I think to like form relationships with them?
Maybe she's had another one before in the past that didn't make it far. You know, maybe she was trained to do this thing and they all have conversations in the common room about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And she might have been, you know, bringing up an idea like, hey, guys, how about, you know, let's not try to beat them to submission. Let's try to actually work with them. And they might have been like, you stupid.
It's possible, but
because why is nobody else coming into Egwene's room? Why is it just her? Why would they not take shifts then?
Look, I'm not saying that they my theory, right, is that you have a set number of Dumane under your rule, right? I'm listening. I'm listening. It's a theory.
I'm listening.
It's a theory.
I'm listening. And I don't agree fully, but I'm listening.
Okay, you don't have to.
That's what I'm saying.
It's right.
I know. I'm saying I'm listening to you. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Look, you could have like a set number, like let's say 3, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 Dumane. I leave my thing in each one of their rooms until they are fully submitted.
Mm-hmm.
And that keeps them from, you know, being near it with the collar.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need to worry about what they're doing in their room.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I can go next door, put on my next collar. I'm like, all right, I'm taking you out for a spin. You know? It's very possible. But it's also possible that it's not. Like, I'm just making stuff up and seeing what happens.
I'd like to think there's just a deeper thing to it. Just because I'm looking at everything, okay? Like, as I look, the minute that they started to establish when she came in the room, I started to look at markings on the face. I started to look at the way her hair is dressed, how everything is. And then you go back to TikTok girl, which we need to know her name, but the little Goldilocks looking one.
Yeah.
She looked like Goldilocks. I'm calling her Goldilocks. I'm calling TikTok girl a Goldilocks. So Goldilocks girl, she got her, and I saw her, and then if you go back to wherever we saw all of the other Domani, they all have like one person behind them, right? They all have one person behind them. And I've noticed something that now this I'm prefacing now could be completely left field and not wrong and not right at all. But I'm noticing that on Rana's face, she had like markings underneath her nose, and they all have markings of some sort. Turok had markings on his face and his head.
Well, the other one in the thing had just like.
Well, I'm getting to that. So Rana had those markings on her face there. Now, for me, just like how someone pointed out that I was onto something about the hair. Clothing and all this stuff is super important to this culture. It's symbolic. Clothing, hair, your nails, your eyes, your makeup, all of it is symbolic in this culture. And obviously you look at people who shaved heads. The more shaven your head is, the more higher up in leadership you appear to be. People with more hair are in lower ranks. So that's, that. Even the things with the nails growing out. You cut the nails, you're not fit to show back up in his face till it grow back. Those are all symbolic things. Yeah. So I'm noticing too, this is my theory and I could be wrong. So this is me saying that I could be wrong here. The markings on her face could symbolize that, okay, Rana has now stepped into a position from a trainee to a person who is about to get ready to take their own Domani out into the field. And you only get to take your Domani out into the field if your face is colored in. I feel,
but not all the ones that took them out.
All of them had them. All the ones that had Domani had their face colored. Did they not? Let's go back to episode 1 real quick. I mean, at the end of episode 1, because I remember specifically on the boat. Because if that's not the case, then forget what I'm saying.
I don't believe so. Anyway, I don't remember.
Let's go back to episode 1. From my memory. Oh no, this is season 2. Let's go to Prime Video and just go to end of episode 1 of season 1.
End of episode 1?
I mean, the end of episode 8 in season 1. Okay. Let's go to that real quick. Because that's not the page. All right, let's go. I hate when it does this giant thing. Wheel of Time season 1. Okay, so let's go to the finale for season 1 real quick. And forget my theory if this is proven to be wrong. Let's go to when the Shanshin show up for the first time. Let's look at the pictures. Let's see what we got here. And this is also a different girl, I'm realizing too. All right, so there they go. See? Look at that. They all have it, man. You see? They all have it. Nah, man, they all, you see, look, underneath the face marking is the face paint. That's
but if we go back in the episode we just watched, another one with that didn't have any markings and just had from here down just like straight black paint.
But that's what I'm talking about. No, the markings are underneath. We can't really see it on the cut we have. On the cut we have, we can't see it properly on the browser. But look, they all have it. Look, you see? They all have that black thing with markings underneath their
that's
face.
That's not black.
It don't matter, though. That's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is that their face is colored. Yes, the colors might matter. Let me retract. It doesn't matter to the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that the ones who are on the field have face paint or whatever, whether it's red, blue, green, black, is painted.
Even so, those markings are different than the one that Rana had.
But that's not my point. My point is, that's not my point. Because I don't know the significance of each color. I'm not trying to say the colors are identical. I'm saying the fact that there are some colored and some not. And obviously, Rana doesn't have anything, but it seems as though the people who are out in the field right now, they got colored markings on their face, whether it's blue, whether it's green, whether it's black. It's colored over the face indents, the markings, the skin markings that they have physically on their skin is being painted. That is what it looked like when we see them. And then when we saw them later on too, look, see, two Suldam, two Damane. Let's see if we get any more Damane in this. I remember them showing a boat with a bunch of them, so we might not get a good look at them all. Might just be these two that we actually see pictures of. And then now, let's go to episode 3. Was it episode 3 or episode 4 of season 2? Again, I could be wrong, but like, look, my theory is kind of being repeatable and replicable right here. Was it episode 4 they showed up? No, episode 5 is when the Damane with an A. Okay, there. Let me change that in my notes. It's not Damane, it's Damane. Damane. All right, let's go look at this real quick. Where she showed up. So, or was it this episode? No, it was earlier than that. We can still look at this too, but I'm trying to see. Do you remember when they showed up? It's episode 2?
I don't remember. Maybe 3?
Episode 3?
Because it was a 3-episode premiere.
Maybe, yeah, it might be episode 3. It might be episode 3 towards the end, right?
Oh.
All right, towards the end of episode 2. All right, if it's not 3, then it's episode... Did we see the Shan in the premiere?
I think so.
Did we? We had to, right?
Yeah.
Towards the end, no? There it is, yeah. All right, so here they go. Here they run in. Here they roll up. Let's theorize. So I know you guys cannot see what we're looking at. We're just going through, we're scrubbing through episode 2 towards the end right now. And I'm trying to look and see.
Just the warriors. These aren't the Damane.
No, but they're different. That whole different faction.
I know, that's why I'm just saying you can skip ahead a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I don't know if they're gonna show up here because I don't really remember how it happens. I don't know how it happens. Let me see. Let me go for it a little bit. Okay, I'll go for it a little bit. Let's see. So, okay, there we go. You see? Same thing here. Same thing right here. This is becoming the ring conversation, the infamous ring conversation all over again. Look, same situation, man.
They could also just paint their face when they actually leave.
I know. That's my point. My point is, I think maybe when they're ready to take them out and they get to that point where they are trained and ready to be in the field, they don that type of thing. They got their face coat, they got their face painted.
However, there's nothing saying that Rana has not been ready.
There is no thing saying. I'm theorizing.
What I'm saying is I understand what you're talking about with the face paint. But I'm saying they might just, when they actually do go out, when they're not like in the, wherever they're at, the tower, for lack of a better word, that's when they paint their face.
That could be true too, but I'm saying you got to really look at the body language here, okay? You got to look at Rana's body language. You got to look at, she doesn't look like a seasoned person that has been doing it. At this point, if you got a seasoned person that's been doing this for 20 years, 30 years or whatever, right? They're not going to be like that with them. They would have already known at this point that if they've been through quite a couple of Damane, they would have been able to they'll never change. I need to be harsh with them because that's the conclusion that everybody else came to. Everybody else came to that conclusion that, you know what, we just finna beat them up until they submit because we don't got time for all that. It's like I don't know. It's like when we're doing SEO on YouTube, it's like we just reuse details because we don't got time to retype everything.
Yeah.
So again, I'm just theorizing here, but just looking at how Rana's behaving, she seems like she is newer to this, meaning that she could have maybe had a Domane in the past. Maybe this is her third, but maybe her comrades might have had 7, 8, 9, maybe more. Yeah. And they've been in the field for like 10 years and she's only 2 years in. I'm just saying, just based off of her body language in the episode, she seemed as if she was trying to forge a relationship with Egwene because she doesn't like the idea of having to beat her, her Domane into submission, but she's willing to do so according to her training if need be. Which is why towards the end, when Egwene, because she looked happy. I don't think the bracelet allows them to feel each other's emotions. Mm-hmm. I think it just allows maybe them to feel the one power together, maybe feel the sensation of the power in a sense, maybe. And I we did talk about before in the past that that the one power could be seen as like a drug almost. Mm-hmm. And like if I think someone commented this too, like if you get stilled from it in some way. We didn't have the timer on. Wow, that's our biggest mistake. If you get stilled after this, well, I still had some things I wanted to talk about. Kind of saying that I already knew this was going to be the longest conversation. Since the episode started, I knew this was going to be the longest conversation. Mm-hmm. Look, man, you might get tired of me talking. Somebody might get tired of me talking, but I'll never forget this one person in the comments. Okay, thank you so much. They put the timestamp in the video, and when I said I was moving on because I was rambling, they put in all caps. They said no. Continue. They liked my rambles. So thank you. Okay. You're the only one that love me and support me in my ramblings. I appreciate you. Okay. I'm getting to a point. There is like, these are things that need to be dissected. Why you think Dusty will be having 15-hour live streams? Because you can't just brush over this stuff. Like, this is a lot of stuff to talk about here. I will try to.
We can debate back and forth on that all day.
I know, but I have a list of things that I'm getting onto, which I already started getting onto already. We talking about towards the end of the episode, towards the end of that thing, where she saw that she was. I'm overanalyzing, yes, but I'm analyzing. That's what I do.
Completely over.
But that's what I do.
But that's what I'm saying. We've been going back and forth for like. 30 minutes.
Yes, that's what I do.
Because you're not believing me. I'm not.
It's not that I don't believe you. It's not that I don't believe you. It's not that I don't believe you. I made it very clear, like you could be right, but I am taking notes of everything: facial expressions, body language, face painting, tattoos. All that stuff is super important. So I'm analyzing all of them to try to come to my conclusion here. I'm not dismissing yours. I'm just pulling evidence to support my theory, and then we'll see whoever is right in the end. Mm-hmm. That's just really how it goes. Right. But
continue.
I'm continuing. Hey.
I'm also kind of rushing because I have a headache.
Have some water. But the point I'm trying to make, is like moving from that is I gotta just do a live stream just by myself, man, because I could go on forever about this.
By yourself.
Yes, by myself.
Don't even want to include me.
No, I want to include you, but you trying to stop me from thinking. Her emotion, right? She looked happy that that Egwene got it. She looked happy that, yes, she's doing the thing. She's doing the damn thing. I'm about to get it. Like, yay, I can prove to these people that, you can get your Domane to work with you. It can be a cooperative experience rather than a submissive experience. We can work together. We can do this. Let's go. Pour me the water. And then she goes to go pour her the water, and then utter disappointment. And then she's like, crap. You're leaving me no choice. Now I got to beat you up now. Now I'm pissed because she didn't want to do it, but now she has to. So I'm thinking again, and I did preface this before I started this ramble, because every Wheel of Time video will have at least one Matthew ramble.
Many Matthew rambles.
At least one, minimum.
Many.
Look, it's who I am, okay? I can't help it. I'm sorry. There's a scrub button to skip if I'm going on for too long. Skip it if you think I'm going on too long. Unfortunately for you, you can't scrub me in that way.
Yeah.
But the viewers, if they're not interested, they can scrub forward. That's what it's for. But anyways, so yeah, that's just kind of the conclusion of where I'm at concerning Rana.
Mm-hmm.
We will have to see as we get more information.
Yeah, I don't know how much more we're gonna get about that specifically. At least in the season, because the Shanchin seem to have like a bigger role overall.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's kind of, using them as Ishamel. So many names.
Ishamel is using them as a pawn for the final battle.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to get to.
I think again, we'll get hints, just like how they've been giving us hints since the end of season 1 about the dress code of the Shanchin.
Yeah.
And how they work and stuff. I feel like as the episodes go on, we may not get direct focuses on it like what we did with Egwene and Rana in this episode, but we may get little hints as to how that is going to develop, maybe from conversation or from visual.
They're still very mysterious in how they operate.
Yeah. So Shan has her theory about the Suldam and the Domane. I have my theory. So that's where we stand on that. Unless you have anything more you want to add concerning Rana and Egwene.
No.
Okay, so that's kind of where we stand. And we will move on to the next thing, see how much more we can wrap up. Because a lot of other really big things happen in this episode. So don't tell us who's right, but that's just our thoughts concerning that in the comments down below. So anyways, damn, so much things. What are the small things we could knock out real quick?
I don't know. I can't see.
Small thing to knock out, but little thing to note that I never really noticed until this episode because it was pointed out was Nynaeve's belt was a big symbol of her being a wisdom.
Oh yeah, she's never left that.
No, I know, but I didn't. I just thought that was a fashion choice. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was it was actually a thing. You know.
I mean, also a sign of is her braid.
Yeah, her braid, of course, yes. But she mentioned Rima mentioned her belt.
Mm-hmm.
So I always thought her belt was just a fashion choice for her. I didn't realize. Sorry, I just realized the frame because you're yeah.
Sorry, I know I'm bleeding.
Yeah. No,
I've been studying for a while.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought it was just a fashion choice. Yeah. I didn't think it actually had any. Well, like I said, everything has significance. So, but now we know that the belt that's a belt that wisdoms wear.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice little touch. Moving on to other things. Okay, yeah, this is a smaller thing. I say it's a smaller thing. I know it's probably bigger in the books. Everything's bigger in the books. Yeah. But Loyal singing. That whole thing with him singing and kind of growing the tree.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to come into play much later.
Yeah. The builders seem to be nature-based in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they used to build civilizations by singing in harmony. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they would do some advanced construction work. And they need that out there with all that noise they making. Making noise my daggone video. Maybe that's how they used to build civilizations in the past. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe they used to just make things grow and like Encanto, and they just have a house that just grows. It could just be like that. I don't know. But I just wanted to mention that. I thought that was a little thing. I feel like that is a lot bigger. Like you said, it's going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Another small thing we can knock out real quick is Moiraine's family life. Mm-hmm. I'm glad they showed a lot of it this season.
Yeah, it kind of puts into perspective her upbringing and kind of, how she differs from her family.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with her, and there's tension. We found out she didn't go to her dad when he was dying, and there's a lot of tension between her and her sister, not only because of that, but previous to that, she even her sister even said, I know you never liked me, whatever. But yeah, it is interesting seeing that side.
Helps you understand Moiraine more.
Yeah.
I think Moiraine might be still for real. I think that's it for her. I don't think we'll ever see her channel again.
Yeah, it's a It's rough, but I don't know how that's gonna go.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna see her channel again unless Rand. Because think about it this way, man. Like, if Ishamel, who's not even the Dark One, he's not even the Dark One,
can strip her power,
can still her,
yeah,
and Rand is powerful enough to. The only thing that is stopping Rand from succeeding over Ishamel and the rest of the Forsaken is his naivety, his ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because if the dragon was strong enough to do anything to them before in the past anyways, he's strong enough to do it now.
Yeah,
if the dragon was strong enough to take on the Dark One himself, not even Ishamel, the Dark One.
I mean, even Logain was saying like, oh, you know, I don't really need to train you. Like you got power, so
yeah, look, dude,
it's not even gonna matter.
That power. Well, I think he was specifically saying in that moment that you don't necessarily need time to you don't need the time to practice. Like, I could maybe just teach you the basics and you can just do what you got to do. Yeah. At that point, you don't need it. You don't even need, you don't even, because that, you know, you're so powerful, you don't even need the time to practice. Yeah. You just need to just do it.
Yeah.
It could be sloppy and it'll be enough.
Exactly. Exactly.
like me, I had to refine it. For you don't got to refine Jack. You just got to open your mouth and everybody going,
yeah.
Like, you about to be like Aragon, bro. You about to just freaking. but nah, Aragon had to roll on his constitution and charisma. He had to roll for a persuasion. He had to do a persuasion check just to get the dead people to follow him. He had to do a persuasion check.
He did.
If he failed on that roll, if the roll was 16 to meet and he rolled a 10 with no bonuses, that's it. If he could have a 2 charisma bonus.
Can't tell. He's been playing 12. A lot of Baldur's Gate.
He could roll a 2. He could roll a 2 on his charisma. I mean, get the two bonus and only roll a 12 and he need a 16. The army gonna be like, well, sorry, Chappie. Not today. Aragon had the charisma buff, like 3. Mm-hmm. So anyways, if we Wheel of Time video, what are their D&D stats? Let's see. I know Matt has high charisma. That dude could win persuasion checks all day. You don't even gotta say nothing much. He don't even gotta add the bonus. He got a persuasion buff. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, I did write Logain and Rand. Stop sawing wood outside.
Gosh, stop talking about it. It's not gonna stop it.
It makes me feel better though. Okay. Let's see. Let's move on. Oh, this is the point. Oh, no. This is the point I was trying to make with Moiraine. Yeah, if Ishamel could remove her ability to channel, what if Rand could give her it back?
Possible.
What if, because I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe they made it clear, but I'm just stupid. But maybe her connection was tied off.
Yeah, not necessarily
not
cut off.
Ripped out.
Yeah.
So she can feel it, but she can't touch it.
As far as I know, like from what I remember, she can't feel it. She can't feel anything.
Well, from what I remember how that conversation went was Ishamel was saying at the time, to feel it, but to feel it and to know that it's there, but you can't touch it. When he first did it.
I don't know, man.
I'm not going to go back to the episode, but correct us in the comments concerning that, since it already happened. But from memory, which is a little, well, my memory can be a little cobwebby too. But like, here's the thing with my memory. Like, I could see the book, but there's a lot of dust over there. So I may not be able to see what book it is, but I know it's a book over there. That's my memory. Shannon's just like, she can't even see the book.
Yes.
She can't even see the book.
The book just sneaking up behind me, and I just keep turning around. I can never find it.
She just sees the cobwebs.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the night vision perk. Anyways, so I'm moving on from that. Cut. We talked about that already. We'll talk about I wrote down Lan and the whole Forsaken Temple. We'll talk about that in a second. Lanfear and Rand, we can touch on this a little bit. Do you think she's being genuine with this deal? Because she said she's going to betray Ishamel, but that could just be banter.
So, just going off of what was previously said about Lanfear, that she's always been in love with the dragon.
Yeah.
So, and, that was still kind of shown with Rand, when, she took him to see Egwene and then basically ripped her from him.
Yeah.
And, when he was trying to go back to her, she was very clearly jealous. So I do think that she loves Rand and she was, she's trying to work with him in a sense. And, I think she's trying to prevent her heart from being broken again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's really hard to say whether or not she is, fully with the deal necessarily.
Yeah.
But she's fully with Rand.
You think she's gonna leave Moiraine alone? Because the part of the deal was that she was gonna leave Moiraine alone.
If she gets in the way, she'll probably take care of her. But what do you need to do with someone who's not near Rand and who doesn't have any connection to the One Power?
Well, she succeeded in convincing him to leave her, so she does have that persuasion perk.
But she also knows Rand will keep his part of the deal.
True. That's true. That's very true.
She's been able to test Rand's character. She's known him for a few months.
Yeah, she knows he's an honorable guy.
Yeah.
That's facts.
So, that is also going to be a good question when it concerns the next episode, however, because obviously Elaine's going to be taking him back to Amberlin.
Yeah.
So, and in turn, back to Moiraine.
Do you think that, Lanfear is like Spider-Punk? Hear me out.
In what way?
In
rebel?
In the way that they'll work with you unless it goes against their own ideals. Like, Spider-Punk was working with the system until, like even with Gwen, he was like, man, freak these guys. Here's my watch.
Yeah.
Freak the system.
Yeah.
But then, like, if they call it, they're like, what you need, boss? Yeah. Do you think she's like that? She's willing to work with them? ? Unless it affects what she wants.
Huh?
Because Moiraine made a good point. If she wanted to kill Rand, she would have done so.
Yeah.
She only has one goal.
I definitely think she has her own goals. And if someone else's stuff is lining up with hers, she might work with them for the moment.
Yeah.
I think that's more what it is, to be honest.
Because I'm seeing some compassion in her face, but I can't trust her though. Her actress is splendid. Yeah. Honestly.
I think the only thing you can trust about her is that she is in love with Rand.
Yeah, that's the one thing you know.
That's the one thing you know. That might be the one thing that Rand might have the upper hand with her. Is if he can, remanipulate her back.
With her love for him.
Yeah.
He was like, if you don't hurt my friends, I'll hurt myself.
Yeah, or fall into the same pattern again.
I'll stab myself, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, or like they've been saying, she loved the dragon, and he loved her back until he had a wife. So it's I'm gonna fall into that cycle again, or I'm going to hurt you, emotionally.
Yeah. And then didn't he say it in this episode, like, if you care about me, help me.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually care about me, help me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And to touch on that, because I wrote this down, is the dream world aspect of it is very Sandman-y, and I love it. But I find her abilities... Now, I don't know if that whole thing was all part of a play, where Ishamel came into his dreams, and she's just trying to use that
to prove that she'll take care of him.
Yeah, to convince him that
it's possible.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible.
Just to convince him that I got your back, Holmes.
Yeah. And I do think that's genuine that she does like think that way.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just like another physical layer to show Rand.
Yeah.
To kind of, manipulate him into being like, oh no, I have your back.
Do you think Ishamel was even there, or she just fabricated him there? Because she could have literally fabricated him there.
I don't know.
Just to remove him to make a point.
Yeah, or she could have just been like, hey, come here. But, she can also, like, show up as Rand.
Yeah.
Like when, they were in the bed. Like, she fabricated herself as Rand.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. In that dream world, I don't know what to trust.
Yeah.
The only thing I could trust is that she actually did bring him to Egwene.
Yeah.
Whether
she has knowledge of it.
Yeah.
So.
Because Egwene remembered it happening.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. Yeah.
Yeah. For someone from an outside perspective.
Exactly.
So.
And that's the only thing you could say was actually maybe the only good gesture of good faith. Unless it wasn't.
Maybe
it could just be a plan to try to lead him to perform.
That too. But I also could have just been that Egwene was the only one sleeping. Because it didn't look like she wanted to bring him to Egwene because she knows that he's in love with her.
I mean, Perrin and Avianda could have. I mean, Perrin could have been. I'm just making a joke. I'm mad I didn't see Avianda this episode. But no, Egwene could have been. I mean, he could have been only one sleeping.
Yeah. I mean, what else has she got to do?
Nynaeve is awake.
Yeah. Whatever her name's awake. Well, he doesn't know.
Well, he doesn't know her.
Perrin.
We don't know what Perrin doing. Matt is there with them.
Well, not at the time.
He was in the same area. He was already there.
Was he?
Because remember when Ishamel was speaking to Min and said, Rand is already here.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You just got to lead him to him.
But there's no thing to say that he was sleeping.
Yeah. There's no.
I think
knowing Matt, he wasn't sleeping.
Yeah, I think Egwene was probably the only one.
He was probably the only one actually sleeping.
I think Lanfear was just big mad. He was the only one.
Damn.
Because he said anyone. She was probably searching.
He probably had searching shoot.
Freak, man.
Freak, man. Damn. Oh, freaking Egwene. And then that's why we were about to touch her. She was like, nope, okay, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, you've gone far enough.
You've gone far enough, honey.
You're mine. Remember
that. You can look in the window, but you can't buy the dress.
We are window shopping. Okay. Not actually shopping.
Okay.
Let's keep our hands and feet inside the vehicle.
Keep the wallet in the fanny pack. Don't take it out. Okay. You can browse the site, but you're not bookmarking and you're not adding it to cart. Don't even think about adding it to cart. Don't even think about adding it to save later.
I swear if I catch you putting your card information in, we're done.
Better be clear too, honey.
We're done.
Back on the wheel, chain bondage you go. For your 10 minutes of punishment.
There's no trust anymore.
I feel like in the dream world, they can spend eons together and it would only be 10 minutes, man.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know if it operates in real time.
I mean, it's a dream. If you think about it, in your dreams, you could be gone for like 3 days.
3 days, yeah.
But it's only like,
3 hours.
Night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But anyways, so to move forward. Yeah, man. So let's talk about Liandrin and her son and her oaths.
Oh yeah, we've been who she broke on.
Well, the reason why she made her oaths.
Oh yeah.
She made her oaths to protect her son.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a double-edged sword and stabbing her in the back.
Yep. Literally. Bro, it was just crazy. She literally just
sucked the life out of it.
Matthew, not that kind. Not in that way. People on the internet just ruined that phrase.
Yes.
You know what? We are adults here. We are talking about this in an adult manner. Stop laughing. This is an adult conversation.
The amount of jokes I'm about to make that I'm just not gonna do.
No, just
I'm not gonna
just keep it to yourself. I know what you're gonna do.
Oh my god, we're gonna just a man died, man. A man died. So she
took away his life force. Is that worse? No, because you're just thinking it the other way.
Oh, I'm such a child.
You're literally crying. Oh no.
Why am I like this? Okay. A man died. So we cannot she let's not use any analogy. She just killed him. Let's just say that, okay? She killed him. All right.
She took his breath away.
Stop. That does not help. That does not help.
She did. She literally did. Oh my God.
That does not help, babe. Babe, that doesn't help. Babe, that does not help. Oh. You would not believe I'm in my mid to late 20s. Okay. Or you would believe it. You know, you might be 50 years old and be like, freaking bastard child. Believe me, I belong in a geriatric home. Don't let the laughs fool you. Let's move forward, guys. This is becoming a thing. Lanfear.
Can't even say it.
Lanfear upset Leandrin. She upset her.
God, I can't say what I want to say. Hold on.
What? What? What?
I can't say it.
Why are we like this?
Gosh, guys, we've been working for a long time today.
Yeah, it was not a long work day today.
We're slowly going insane.
We gotta wrap this up. We gotta get close to wrapping this up. So, anyways, things happened with Leandrin. She made Leandrin cry. And Leandrin was upset.
It's not funny, but the internet messes up, man. Don't look at me. I can't look at you. I can't look at you. I'm looking away from the
I'm looking at the Charlotte.
Yeah.
We're children, like, as you can see.
Stop laughing.
I'm crying. Oh, light, help me. Okay.
Ooh, we're adults.
Y'all didn't pay for this.
Or did they?
Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, we need to just get away.
We need to actually move. Yes, we need to move on. This part is not a laughing matter though, so this is actually a more serious thing. But I was correct about Leandrin.
What, the Black Aja?
No. We all knew that, but I mean, like, about her being forced.
Oh yeah.
Into marriage or sexual situations.
Yeah, a little different.
A little different than what I was. Yeah. I mean, it might as well be. Because she had no.
Just said that she assaulted, and yes, she was, but it's a more deeper situation.
Yeah, it's more deeper than that. It wasn't like some random person,
She was, had to be married before she was even went through puberty.
Yeah, before she even went through puberty, which is worse.
Yeah.
So I mean, none of those situations are good either way. But now
she went through some stuff. It seems.
Yeah. So I mean, I was on the money about her being mishandled as a younger person.
Yeah.
And the result of that is her son.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But
very.
Would she yeah. I had to go to my biology real quick because I'm like, would she even, is it even possible to get pregnant before puberty? But the answer is yes, but it's not as likely.
It's no.
The answer is yes, but it's not as likely though. Because there have been people who were able to get pregnant before puberty. But it was very specific though. I remember watching a documentary about it. It was like right before, I think it was like I don't want to get too specific, but it was like right before that period where it started to become more frequent. So it was like a pre-stage kind of thing.
I see.
Where there's some eggs, but not enough, but there's still a small chance. Yeah.
I mean, there's no guarantee that she did get pregnant before.
Exactly. Yeah.
So just that she was wed before.
Yeah, exactly. And you can assume that maybe after or shortly after that point, which was still a very young age, either way, she had her child.
Yeah.
So it is unfortunate for Liandrin, and would, explain her reason for hating men.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And her reason for loving her son, because she got a child out of a situation she didn't want to be in, but she chose to love him.
Yeah, and it is, an innocent child. And not all people that go through that situation, will still love that child.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because they just see that child as a product of something horrible.
I mean, look at the Northmen, for example.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman didn't want to have her. She wanted something else, but that movie's wild. But her son, she never really loved him in that way. She never even loved him in the other way either. She wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
She never loved her son because her husband took advantage of her. Mm-hmm. And it was a constant reminder of that time. So yeah. I mean, there's you're right. There's definitely no guarantee
but that Liandrin kind of saw him as an innocent child, and I guess almost in a sense of seeing herself.
Yeah. Put in a situation.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, I was just the child, and this is, I need to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I'm saying she chose to love him. Obviously she wasn't married to that guy for much longer. Yeah. You know how long they were together.
I mean, for all we know, they could have been together for 20 years.
Yeah, and she could have just outlived him.
Yeah.
But she could have easily just been like, bye on your own, bye.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Absolutely.
But she made that choice to love him, because being a parent is a choice. In terms of being a good parent, because you can be legally someone's parent, but it doesn't mean you're a parent.
Yeah.
Like Yandu said, he may be your father, but he wasn't your daddy.
Yeah.
You don't have, being a parent, especially, a good one, is a choice that you gotta, we can have kids, whether we choose to love them or not, that is on us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whether we have legal responsibility or not is a different thing.
Yeah.
Altogether. You connected genetically and all that, but you got to make that choice. So she made that choice to love that child despite what happened. Situation. Yeah, and the horrible situation that happened to her that led her to having this child. She made a choice to love him. And you know what? That is respectable, I think. I mean, not like you said, she could have easily been flip him off and be like, go your way.
Yeah.
I don't love you, and she for good reason too.
Yeah, but instead she raised him and she protected him
and tried to keep him alive as long as she could.
Exactly.
Even when he was sick, she could have just been like, "Oh no, you're sick. Oh no."
Yeah.
But again, she chose to love him.
Yeah.
Despite all of that, so it shows you. It makes you feel bad for Liandrin in a way.
You have a weird thing with her, especially now, because you feel bad for her.
Yeah.
But you're like, how could you do this to, your sisters? And it's a very weird situation that she's in.
Man, truth be told, I think she joined the Aes Sedai, not even for her sisters. She joined the Aes Sedai to protect him. I think she did everything for him.
100%.
Everything.
No, definitely.
Like even getting stronger.
That's probably the reason she's the Dark Friend too.
Mm-hmm.
Probably offered to protect him.
But no, that was the reason.
Yeah.
Lanfear said, you made your allegiance, your oaths to the dark one, the dark, not to Ishamel, but to the dark, because you wanted to keep your son alive.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason she did it. Because when you're desperate,
she's only doing stuff for her son. Really.
Yeah, there was a subplot in Diablo that was like that.
So now that he's passed, what does that mean for Liandrin?
Yeah, what does that mean? Well, Lanfear said that how he was keeping her back from her true potential.
Yeah.
Now, do you think she's gonna fully embrace the dark because she's lost it? She lost everything now. What reason would she have to try to go back to the White Tower?
Does she have to go to the Dark One?
Not giving a damn anymore. He's like,
we really don't know.
Because the dark offers her freedom in a sense to use her abilities to the max and do whatever she wants. But I feel like now at this point, she just doesn't care anymore. She might end up like Ventress, where she's not a Sith no more, but she's not going to join the Jedi. She saw herself not going to join the Jedi.
Yeah.
She's just going to do her own thing. She might just go off and just, if she makes it out of this, leave them entirely and just go and do her own thing. I don't know. She might be a bounty hunter for a freaking thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
She might just have her own personal mission to just go and attack men, but not even gentle them, straight up kill them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. We don't know what lies in store for Liandrin.
Yeah, we'll have to see going forward because because
Varen's onto her too.
Oh yeah.
Varen's onto her.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else is left. We'll leave this for the last part. I think we only have two things to really talk about left now. We talked about this. We talked about Logan and Duran already. I wrote that Matt found out about the betrayal. I mentioned in the episode, and I've been mentioning it in every discussion, that I am excited to see what they do with Matt. I don't know what they're going to do with Matt.
Yeah, they've been keeping that very hush-hush.
Yeah.
There hasn't really been any indications about what his purpose is, what his goal is. The only thing we know, which we don't necessarily know either, is that he kills Rand.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we know.
And we don't even know the limits to Min's abilities. What if she just sees different turnings of the wheel?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said that specifically.
Yeah.
Because there could be, one outcome, but then there's something that happens that's another outcome.
Yeah, because like, for instance, she couldn't have predicted that Lan would have ended up telling them about the Dragon Reborn.
Yeah. So I feel like there's definitely something that, Min does have an ability, but to the extent of which I don't know. And if everything that she sees comes true.
Because it's like with the TVA. You have different strands. If you stopping Loki and Loki getting the Tesseract already created a different timeline altogether. And the wheel, from what we understand so far, is like that. There's different turnings of the wheel. There's different outcomes. There's different potential alternative timelines. There's different potential alternative, situations to be in. There might be, but I think that's where the dragon is. The dragon exists beyond that. The dragon is probably the one singular factor of all of it. Because maybe there's another Nynaeve in another timeline, which we saw a potential timeline of her having a family with Lan and having a daughter. And then another timeline where, this happened or whatever. There might be another Egwene where she's a successful Aes Sedai. There might be another thing. But I don't think there's another Rand.
Yeah, I think there's only one Rand.
I think in every timeline, there's only one dragon. And one timeline may go their entire existence without ever seeing the dragon. Another timeline might have Aes Sedais and all that. go another entire. All we know is that for the trillions of other potential timelines, they don't have a dragon in theirs. That's what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that this timeline has, because it has a dragon in it, that's that. And whenever the dragon gets reincarnated, they might end up in a different timeline at a different point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Because all I keep going back to is what the Amelin seat said, was that you are the wheel.
Yeah, and we'll get more context to that next episode. So
we could be wrong. We could be giving Rand way more power than he has. But from my understanding of it, is that Rand controls the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Rand dictates what happens. Rand has the ability to change the outcomes.
Min's vision could also be Rand not believing in himself.
Yeah, that could just be it could be that too.
Himself to be overtaken.
Yeah.
So
it could be potential outcomes.
Yeah.
It could be potential outcomes.
Yeah, we'll really have to see.
Because sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that she saw a timeline of Rand with a baby and Egwene.
Mm-hmm.
But that never happened. And
yet, anyway.
Well, at least yet. But it did happen in his vision with Ishamel.
Yeah.
So who's to say she didn't just happen to see his own vision?
Yeah.
Who's to say that her visions can't be intertwined with people's thoughts or desires?
Yeah.
She doesn't know the extent of her abilities.
Mm-hmm.
The source allows her to see glimpses of it, to see glimpses of the source, but that could be anything.
Yeah.
Possible outcomes.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed.
I feel like anything involving Rand is more of a question rather than the full truth.
Because like you said, that outcome could have just been one of many potential outcomes that is only caused by Rand himself.
Yeah.
If he didn't believe in himself, then he allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
If he causes danger to happen, then that was his outcome. He's not influenced by the wheel. He is the wheel.
Yeah.
He influences the wheel. So that is with that much kind of tremendous power, I feel like people like him and Ishamel and the Forsaken exist outside of the wheel too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a copy of each of them in a different plane, because obviously they've seen rude. We're getting ready to wrap up anyway. I've seen they've seen many versions of reincarnations of.
Let's ignore it.
They've seen many reincarnations of the dragon over time. So so we'll just really have to see where that goes.
Yeah.
And the last thing I guess we can really touch on that I wrote was the whole situation with Rand just straight up getting pulled up by everybody, man.
Yeah.
And then Liandrin there. How are they going to get the notice to her that Liandrin is an op?
They can't. No one else knows.
Also, poor Rima. Man, bro, can we just quickly touch on it?
Yeah,
she snapped the mess out of that freaking
she was
Sudan.
Angry. They took her bond away.
You know what's crazy? She was very thoughtful in that situation. She didn't attack the Domane too much.
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of keeping her subdued.
Yeah.
She was beating the mess out of that freaking Sudan.
Because I think she knows how they operate.
Yeah, she knows that the Domane don't have a choice.
Yeah.
She knows they don't have a choice. Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about with the Domane. With the intent thing.
Mm-hmm.
Briefly. What I wanted to say in the episode concerning that was that, man, I really wish I said it earlier, was that I believe that it can sense their intent, as in the same thing as they were saying in the episode, that like if you view it as a weapon, it's going to hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And by viewing it as a weapon, your intention is to use it to hurt someone else.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
That's what I wanted to clear up.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we touched on it briefly. So yeah, get back to to get back to what we were saying with Rhea, my man, poor her, man. She slaughtered the mess out of that freaking.
Yeah.
Man, she just.
Also, props to the actress, because she hurt my heart, man.
This episode hurt me to get me in the field. I almost cried.
Yeah.
I almost cried a couple times if it wasn't for the freaking nails outside. That kind of distracted my immersion. But you too? Yeah, it was messing with my immersion. Then
yeah.
It was messing with my immersion, because if it wasn't for that, I probably would have cried.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But either way, you know, that whole situation was just so sad.
Yeah.
And it really showed you, like, more from the Aes Sedai way of, you know, losing your warder.
Yeah, you losing your warder.
You know,
Kind
of the opposite in season 1, where you know, he lost his Aes Sedai. Yeah. And it just, you know, shows the feeling of it. It's like she got him ripped away from her. And it was just so heartbreaking. So sad, man. Now she got captured.
And you look at her and you're like, all right, they're going to have a harder time with her, man. They're going to have a harder time with her. She a trained Aes Sedai. They're going to have a harder time trying to subdue her. And then you go to the end of the episode, you see the sitter of the Blue Aja, who's in a higher position than her.
Yeah.
And it took it, and she broke quicker than Egwene.
Yeah.
Oh. That puts it into perspective.
Yeah. But it also puts into perspective Egwene's willpower.
Oh, it does. Because even Loyal said in that episode that behind all of that is someone of steel.
Yeah.
And I know I kept saying that Egwene needs a thing, and it's controversial because I really need to explain myself here. I do understand that if you're in duress, you're anxious, you're afraid.
You're not thinking straight.
You're not thinking straight. You're going to try to fight your way out. You're going to try to get out of there. You're going to do anything you can to get away from that uncomfortable situation. So I do understand that. That being said, though, after the first 3 times of trying to do something, you got to put 2 and 2 together.
But listen, here's my thing on that.
Yeah,
because the first 2 times she was attacking, what's her name? Rana.
Yeah.
She was thinking that Rana was the issue.
That's fair.
Not necessarily the thing. So that's why when she went for the thing and it attacked her, she never went after it again.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's fair for you to say that.
I know, but I'm saying even after that point, though, she got to put 2 and 2 together.
She did put 2 and 2 together.
I don't know, because she kept viewing it as a weapon.
But if you're viewing something from a means of escape.
But they told you the solution.
Yeah, but sometimes if I take this water bottle, right?
Yeah.
This is a weapon.
Yeah.
Right? I'm in a desperate situation. I'm trying to get out. I discovered that I cannot use this as a weapon because it's going to hurt me.
Yeah.
But it doesn't change the fact that I thought that I could use it as a weapon.
Yeah. But
so it's going to take a lot of willpower for me to not view it as a weapon going forward.
You know what? And that's true. And that kind of stuff takes training.
You're not just going to immediately, you can't view that as a weapon.
I'm speaking from the outside here, which is why I made it very clear that I'm making it clear that I understand that it's not that what I'm saying is not something you can just flip a switch and do. Trust me, I get it. All right. If I was put in that situation, I can't say for sure that I would not fold, that I would not get beat up like that. I can't say that I wouldn't. Yeah. I really can't say that, honestly speaking. But I'm just saying, objectively speaking from the outside, when you're in a position to logically think, that's what you would do. But obviously, being put in that situation, you can't.
Yeah, because
you can't do that. I get it.
The longer she stewed on it, the longer that she was left alone, the more time her mind adjusted, and obviously ended up.
Unfortunately,
to view it as a weapon.
The brainwashing got to her.
I want to say
she submitted.
So here's my thing. Because I feel like Egwene is stronger than this, but I feel like she's having a moment of weakness.
Yeah.
In a moment of desperation. To kind of force her to submit.
But that's what I want. I hope.
like a false sense of
that is what I was trying to get to, because that's what I was trying to get to when I said, you know, if you notice that, okay, if I'm thinking about this as a weapon, they're literally telling you, you cannot hurt me. If you think of it as a weapon, you'll get hurt. You're literally saying that.
Yeah.
At that moment, let's say I'm able to bring up the rationale and the willpower, right? Let's say I'm able to do it. I'd be like, you know what? In my mind and in my heart, I'm going to create a false sense of like, you know what? I'm just going to play along. I'm not going to try to attack her. I'm not going to think of it as a weapon. I'm just pouring a cup of water. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that you can't think of a non-evasive plan later on down the line.
Yeah.
Because the smarter thing to do would be to comply as best as you can and gather information, learn, embrace it in a weird way. Because obviously, I feel like Egwene was put in a better situation than other people. Mm-hmm. Comparatively speaking. If she had submitted, even if it was falsely, now I don't know how deep it goes. Maybe it can sense if you're being false. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it can sense your true intentions. I don't know. I really don't know. But let's say it can just, it's just going based off of your mental actions or thoughts, right? Egwene could just be like, you know what? What's your name? Oh, I'm Egwene. Nice to meet you. But in the back of your mind, you could be like, one day, not now. But one day I'm gonna get you. Yeah. Not now, but one day. You gotta be like in Nausicaa with my man, with my sword man. Mm-hmm. What's his name? Uncle Yupa? Or his name is Lord Yupa?
Something like that, yeah.
My man in Nausicaa Valley of the Wind was like, because Nausicaa went off and she was just boom, 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 killing everybody. And then he was like, listen to me. You have to comply with them right now. And when the time is right, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You don't get them.
Yeah.
That's kind of the best way to go if you can get to that point. Because she can just be like, you know what, man? And maybe she did at the end of the episode. Maybe at the end of the episode, we don't know.
That's what I want to believe.
That's what I want to believe. I want to believe that Egwene, because the look that she was giving outside the door was like, oh, I'm so cutting off your braids. You gonna get it, bro. I'm shaving it all off. like you're not. Well, no, that would be a compliment if she shaved off all the braids.
Yeah.
She's like, oh man, I'm gonna do something uncomfortable. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you. But for now, I'm gonna play your stupid game. I'm gonna submit. I'm gonna be the good girl. Yeah. I'm gonna do all that.
She doesn't feel brainwashed. Like,
in that moment, she submitted, but
yeah,
you know, it could be feigned.
Yeah,
it could be feigned.
So we'll have to really see. You know,
I'm hoping deep down it's feigned.
Yeah,
because I really want for Egwene to take, because they have some value. Their knowledge of how to use the power, is invaluable.
We saw what you did to the tree.
Yes.
So, man, I'm telling you, man. If Egwene learn how to do that joint, if she just takes in the lessons, this is gonna I feel like if that does happen, it's gonna put her a step above.
Oh, absolutely.
And even differentiate between her and Nynaeve.
Yes, it's gonna give her more. It's gonna give her something. Because
Nynaeve has a crap ton of power, but she has trouble controlling it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Egwene can kind of work with it, but she has the power within.
Yeah.
But she can't, get to the level that Nynaeve is at.
Yeah, see, like Nynaeve, Egwene is like 10 standard waterfalls, right? Nynaeve is 10 Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
so
that's
the difference.
Yeah, I feel like if they do train her more, it's going to differentiate her from the rest.
Yeah,
because she's going to have a different type of training, a different type of
approach. Yeah,
because it's very different.
It's very powerful.
Yeah, she's gonna be doing some TikTok dances.
We're gonna see Egwene out here doing some TikTok dances.
TikTok star
like Goldilocks.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, man. Because that's Nynaeve's nerf. Because how do you nerf somebody like Nynaeve? How do you nerf her? You nerf her by giving her the inability to master her powers right now.
Without, you can only bring it out when you're extra emotional.
Emotional.
Yeah.
That is her nerf right now. Egwene's nerf is that she doesn't have an overabundance of power like Nynaeve. But man, tell you, if Egwene just looks and observes and pays attention to shift patterns, look at all that, she could pull off a you know what I'm saying? She could pull off a thing where like she wait for the right moment and she can learn the secret. TikTok on the dot, man, she about to go out.
Yeah.
She about to go off on them. So I'm just waiting.
Because she is extremely powerful.
Yep.
And she might even have enough power to eventually, you know, break the collar. You know?
She says the strongest Damodred they've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So she might just be out of here like what collar?
Yeah. And I do think it's really interesting that, you know, they are kind of, you know, in what little they did, you know, training her. Because it really does separate her from the Aes Sedai and their style. And she's going to be able to bring that into her own. And, you know, it's not going to be, oh, we have 2 Aes Sedai.
Right.
You know, in the group. It's like, okay, we might have 2 Aes Sedai.
And Dormani trained Aes Sedai.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, it's very different. It's very powerful. It's very, you know, whatever.
That first lesson with the tree was enough to make Nynaeve realize that.
Egwene.
Sorry, not Nynaeve. Yeah, Egwene realized that.
I mean,
oh,
this might be a teaching method.
No, my phone died. Okay, no, it's about to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be a teaching method that is resonating with her.
Yeah.
You know, through fear, through pain, is like, okay, if I submit, if I, you know, listen to how they're trying to do things, then, you know, I can become better at channeling. I can become more powerful. So I really got to see how this goes forward, because I mean, she has the potential to really, you know, blow stuff out of the water.
Man, this is nearly a 2-hour conversation.
Yeah, probably. Real soon.
Yeah, no, we'll end the video here. We'll end it here because we started at like, what time it is now? Yeah, we'll wrap up this video. So, okay, we'll wrap this up here, guys. Or it should go on forever. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed our conversation as usual. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed our conversation.
Yeah, thanks. You stuck it out till the end.
Yeah, if you stuck it out till the end, you're a real one. I appreciate it. If you're listening to this in the car while you're driving or something, you drive home from work, you put on a video, appreciate that. You're listening to this before you go to sleep or something, whatever you're doing. We appreciate you. Trust me, we do. Because we wouldn't just sit here and ramble for 2 hours for just anybody.
Yeah. Like,
you guys are genuinely fans of Wheel of Time and fans of the conversation and listen to us talk about these things. So we know it's worth it. We know that the time that we're spending to do this is not a waste of time.
Yeah, most other stuff we don't even bother to have this long of a conversation.
Yeah, because most people would just click off. And I guarantee there's some that do click off, but a good majority of you guys really stick around.
This is a long conversation. I would probably click off too, to be honest.
I wouldn't.
It's
because for me, if I'm interested in something, I've literally listened to 4-hour podcasts before.
I have a short attention span.
You do, but
so.
I mean, here's the thing. I've listened to podcasts and then I would stop them if I get bored. I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back and listen to the rest later on.
Before, yeah.
So I think so. Maybe if you happen to be one of those people that I know a 2-hour conversation is nothing compared to some of those other live streams you guys listen to.
Yeah.
But either way, it's a longer video for us. The last time we ever filmed this long was KGF reactions.
Yeah.
KGF was like nearly a 3-hour movie. So the last time I actually filmed before that longer was the Justice League movie, and I had to take several breaks in between.
Yeah.
Filming Zack Snyder Cut. I had to take about 3 or 4 breaks, bathroom breaks, water breaks, things like that, stand-up breaks, etc. So anyways, point is, thank you guys for allowing us to do this and giving us the opportunity to do this, man. We're wrapping up on the season, man. It sucks, but, more real-time content soon.
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Clockmaster and
Cosmic Things
out.